citizens. How's your spirit? Mine, wonderful. At peace. It's pretty peaceful around here today in the desert, and that's a wonderful thing. I got up, I went for a walk, got some groceries. Not that I really needed them or anything, just wanted to pick up the few extra things, you know what I'm saying? And so I was watching this video earlier today. I posted it in the Facebook group. I'm hoping that maybe someone got to watch it. Um, it was a video about Psyops, psychological operations. One of the reasons why this is absolutely interesting to me at this time is because, as you all know, I am a part of a military family, and much like many other organizations, the military recruits people for particular needs, things. And first of all, my former spouse was an intelligence analyst, which meant that he took all of the intel, psychological, human intel, all of the intel, and analyzed it, basically. That's the easiest way to understand it. I was married to this man. We lived in the same house for the majority. And so in some ways I had to live this cloak and dagger life. You know, certain people, like we were people who were allowed to cross the border. Now, which is strange. At the time when they first told us, I was like 22, fresh out my parents' house, 1 year of college under my belt with a kid. They talking about, yeah, you can't go across the border. They'll be looking for you specifically to kill. What you say now? It's who we are. It's a symptom. The things that make us who we are as people, that we repeat. That is what they look for. That's what they hone in on, focus in on. Here comes Patty B. She's been shopping today. She's an adorable lady. But think about it. I would like to go through the video, but it's about an hour and 11 minutes long. Too many people have short attention spans, but we'll try. We don't have to go through the entire thing. There's a couple of points that I wanted to hit. Apologies that are relevant. It almost feels like, why not just start at the end? Because really, so much is said there. I'm looking for it. Let's see what we can do here. It really doesn't start. I mean, like, it's just this. The content creator who put this together is, come on, JP, where is it? It's in my history, and how is it that I lost it? Y'all, I've been through a lot today. There we go. It's by Jack Rysider. Here's how the U.S. military hacks people's brains. You couldn't find one, Patty B?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
I like that one. It's in the car, but I'll get it out in a little bit. It's not very heavy at all.
Do you need to get it? You need me to get it?
Well, I can get it. Well, I was sorry for it. But at least I got it.
This is true. I'm just checking. Okay.
It's okay. I'll let you know.
All right. Cool beans. Did you eat today, Patty B?
Yes, I did.
What'd you have? Huh?
I said I'm so hungry, but I got food.
I know you got food, but I know you get busy and might get forgetful or whatever it is, so I'm just checking.
I'm gonna get some meat
Heard. Yes, I ate today. I had a sausage sandwich. I'm trying to remember what I had this morning. Nothing. I had some sweet potato biscuits early, like overnight. You know how I am. I bought some citrus today, so I'm going to make some citrus shortbread cookies at some point, and maybe some orange cranberry scones. I'll probably might write a menu today or tomorrow. But if you notice how quiet it is right now, this is what it should be like anywhere, even though I live near a main road. But you've noticed it several times. The volume around here will just be unbearable, staggering. That's Psyops. I live right outside Davis Monthan Air Force Base. They have signal plans, flyovers. I'm telling you these things because these are the ways that they keep, specifically, my broadcast from getting out. Which is okay. The people who need to hear me, hear me. I do other things that they can't control. Right? When I choose to go walking, that's a different thing. When I choose to just leave something in my community tab or those things, they can't block everything. They can't always know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to do. I see the beauty of having been attached to the military is I know their moves. They move a certain way. I don't have to. I can be lined up with the government, or I can align myself with the government, or I can move fluidly and fuck the government up, which is what I tend to do. So I found this, and we'll get into it a bit. I don't think that I'm going to even start at the beginning. I think I'm going to do what I intended to do, which was start at about the 8-minute mark. Right? Now, this isn't something that needs to be put on screen because it's just an image of his anyway, but I am going to share it. So hold on just 1 second. Let me pause my music. Pull up my share screen. All right, so while we're talking about it, let's just say, for instance, there's a particular couple of veterans who are here in this space. Say that they were white hat hackers for the military. And they got into their fields because I didn't want to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? They may have used their power, their space, their access to information to do terrible things in this space. In fact, I know they have. You'll find out soon. Shout out to the Fed. Should have paid attention. So anyway, I'm going to pull this up for you, and I'm going to play this in the background for a bit. You're not going to see me for a minute. Go back a bit. Right there.
Hey Jack, what's going on?
Hey, good to hear from you.
It's good to hear from you. Yes, it took a little while to get us together, but here we are.
I wanted to know how John got started in all this. And it turns out his mom was a computer hacker.
She was hacking ISPs, white hat style, and that was how she paid her way through grad school, and also introduced me to the world. So I started out very young. I think I was forced to build my first website at age 10. It's still online somewhere.
Once he finished high school, he thought about the Army, but at the same time, he really wanted to be a lawyer. So he asked the Army recruiter about being a lawyer in the Army.
Yeah, the recruiter said there were no slots open for paralegal, and suggested, without any knowledge, I had no idea what it was, suggested I go into psychological operations. They showed me the quick video.
Persuade, change, influence. That is the motto of the U.S. Army's Psychological Operations Regiment. Military operations do not always require lethal force on the battlefield. Military information support operations can employ non-lethal actions and messages to attain military objectives. Trained in persuasive techniques, Psyops soldiers use their skills to change attitudes, behaviors, values, beliefs, and influence foreign audiences through executing actions in the delivery of messages utilizing a variety of techniques.
Well, this was all the motivation he needed. He signed up for the Army and went through boot camp and then went straight into Psyops.
So the very first position is Psyops specialist. That is the lowest person in a tactical Psyop team. But I got an itch for war, to be honest, at that point. So I picked up the job as a contractor. The company was called Lincoln Group.
Wait a minute, Lincoln Group. That does sound familiar. Let me pick this up. Oh yeah. Here, I'll just play this clip for you.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. I'm Amy Goodman here with Juan Gonzalez.
Last November, the Los Angeles Times first revealed that the U.S. military was secretly planting stories in the Iraqi press. Articles written by U.S. military information operations are translated into Arabic and then placed in Iraqi newspapers with the help of Washington-based defense contractor, the Lincoln Group. The articles are presented to an Iraqi audience as unbiased news accounts written by independent journalists. The Lincoln Group's contract is worth up to $100 million over 5 years.
In February, Rumsfeld gave a major address on information warfare at the Council on Foreign Relations. In it, Rumsfeld criticized the media's coverage of the Iraq War and defended the military practice of planting stories.
In Iraq, for example, the U.S. military command, working closely with the Iraqi government and the U.S. Embassy, has sought non-traditional means to provide accurate information to the Iraqi people in the face of aggressive campaign of disinformation. Yet this has been portrayed as inappropriate. For example, the allegations of someone in the military...
Hey, Von
hiring a
Eric, how's your
contractor
spirit,
and
love?
the contractor allegedly paying someone to print a story.
Can you hear okay? Apologies. I hope it's not. If it's doubling, let me know.
When
Larry's
the
inside. I'm
propaganda
trying to
program
keep
was
him clean today.
First revealed. Even the White House admitted it was, quote, very concerned about the practice. But earlier this month, the top Pentagon brass insisted it'll go on. General George Casey said an internal review of the program had, quote, found that we were operating within our authorities and responsibilities. Pentagon officials told the New York Times this week the Lincoln Group remains under contract and will continue its activities unless the military revises its policies.
Oh, shucks. Let me remember to share.
The Lincoln Group didn't get into any actual trouble over this, and the government contracts remain.
CC.
But they did end up changing their name after that, just like how Blackwater became Z and then became Academy. Lincoln Group changed their name to Fulcrum Worldwide, and then Strategic Social. And now it looks like they've just been bought by Academy.
Okay, thank you.
Well, this is really hard to keep straight, and there's so many rabbit holes. But John went to work for the Lincoln Group.
So that was as the chief counter-propaganda guy for United States forces.
Hold on. Chief propaganda guy?
Counter.
I'm worried that if I just try to share my sound, you may not be able to hear, but we'll try that. Actually, we'll just do the right thing for now. Have you, do you know anything about Psyops, Von Erich? I did make chicken. I made some chorizo chicken and rice last night. I had that yesterday before I went to sleep. And then I have just been resting and resting and resting. From a psychological standpoint, let's just talk about how trippy it is to realize that the A lot of the people who chose to move against me in this space are the same disabled some bitches, and I said that shit. The same disabled some bitches that I had been helping for years on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Right? All mad because they didn't think of it first or couldn't do it the same way or whatever the hell it is. I do not care. That really trippy to me. But when it comes to psychological warfare, that's pretty much it. Using you against you. My kindness, my caring, my understanding. The U.S. government, Russian government, Nigerian scammers, hackers, all of them use the exact same things to figure out the people. Thing is I'm one of the people who know. I'm sorry, let me apologize. To figure out the sheeple. Figuring out the people, it's a little more complicated if they get it done. On the other hand, I'm the secret. I can here to tell you. I can tell you these are the things that they do. Looking at you. March, you always want some damn chicken and rice. What are you? Yeah, I know you told me you from Chicago, but I think you just Geechee from the Southeast. And you don't want to admit it. It's okay, March. You do not have to admit it. But the way you be always asking for chicken and rice, if you are not straight out of the Geechee South, okay? Listen, I am from Memphis, Tennessee. I was there long enough to hear my godmother, my grandmama, and some other folks, and the way they speak and the way they talk, and swear to goodness, they would lay you out flat for being a Geechee. All you talk about is rice and chicken. I don't mean no offense. I don't mean no harm. That's just the truth of it. So anyway, we were discussing psychological warfare, which is a lot of what... Hush your mouth, Von Erich. Yes, Von Erich. Yes, I put an H. Yeah, when he, I don't know what it is. Somewhere inside of me, I got a little German. Pause, flag on the play. There's never been a little German inside of me. There has been... Never mind. Y'all know me. At some point, I'm going to get messy. It's not right to spin it. But anyway, y'all, I'm a little bit warm, so I'm going to take that. Yes, Von Erich, it is overcast and cloudy today. It's fairly decent. I can't tell you the temperature because I left the phones in the house. But I would put it right now about a mild 75-ish. No wind. Okay? Does that, let me see. Hold on. Right. I'm getting the wind velocity for my bad, Von Erich. That wasn't nice. That was it. Oh, you go ahead and say, yeah, you better say hey to Larry. Larry, the feller said hey. Larry said, what up, homie? Okay. I went to the store. I bought me plenty of snacks, y'all. Listen, I'm not going to eat all this junk. It'll be here. You know what it is. It's that time. Those things. Listen, when I talk about Psyops, honey, they're even down to that. They know when you go. They want to know. First of all, have you ever considered the fact that the government, those who are in power right now, the predominant culture, their women and daughters ain't making babies. So the CIA has been doing psyops for decades, Von Erich. However, originally they weren't allowed to do it on Americans. They weren't allowed to do it on civilians here in this country. Won't be mad at Obama for something. Be mad at him for that. In 2013, he made it okay for them to use propaganda against the people. How can I tell the weather with my finger? Okay. First of all, it's more cool than it is hot. That's number one. Number two, the wind is moving this way. Okay? And it's fairly still. You couldn't tell that? How could I? Okay, so first of all, there's the moisture that's on my finger. So it's either going to be warm or cool depending on how hot the air is around it. Fool. I'm only feeling it on this side of my finger, so that means the wind's going that way. Ta-da! What did you think we did before GPS, homie? How did you find your way around anything? Von Erich, do you know how to read a map? Do you know land nav? You gonna shake your head at me? You ain't like I had an answer for it. That's all it is. You mad because I had an answer and you didn't like it. Zombie mad? Do better. Okay, let me play a little bit more of this Psyops thingy while I go in here and get the rest of my cafe. I'll be right back.
Counter propaganda. Chief counter propaganda analyst, United States Forces, Iraq.
What does this entail? I don't understand this.
That job involved monitoring adversary propaganda. So this is usually the Al-Qaeda types, but also included the Iranian-backed. So Al-Qaeda and a bunch of those types of guys. So the idea is, the job involves identifying the messaging that's coming from these guys. Try to be the subject matter person on the ground, the subject matter expert who observes the propaganda that these guys are putting out, understands the context that goes with it. So like a fist holding an AK-47 means something very specific. Is a symbol for like Iranian-backed extremist groups, and it wouldn't mean much at all to an Al-Qaeda type, just as a for example. So understand the context that the message is coming from. Understand who when we get these messages, we might not know exactly who the target audience is. Break down those arguments, figure out what methods of appeal the particular piece of propaganda is using, and then help the U.S. government in crafting counter messaging should it be needed.
Okay, I think I got it. John was working for Lincoln Group within Iraq and then was listening for propaganda that the extremist groups were putting out, and then giving suggestions on how the U.S. should respond to this propaganda. And John was getting into the details of how Al-Qaeda was spreading their propaganda.
The chain, we're going to say chain of custody for the propaganda. It starts out with these guys in Yemen or wherever they are, Al-Qaeda headquarters, putting out messaging, and then couriers will take those commands and post them online. These are specific couriers, and there's like everybody knows who these guys are. These are Al-Qaeda official couriers that post online what the new directives are, and then
Okay, this is a fantastic place to stop and talk about it. He's mentioning couriers and how they move, right? That they are given a set of instructions and they go online, and it's no longer about them typing out anything. The same way that I'm talking to you right now, there will be someone speaking just like this, and they seem legit, but they're giving out a secret message. And then all the other ops in the space, agents, pardon me, pick up that message, and then they do the appropriate thing. The ignorant ops in this space simply copy messages. So they inadvertently share these messages. Why is it relevant? Because it's happening in this space, even today. When I first came into YouTube, I witnessed it. I pointed it out to people. This is not normal. This is trolling. Trolling is how it starts. They troll you first. Or they love bomb you. Then they get you to hit the link. Once they get you to hit the link, they hack you. They steal your information. Now, if they're love bombing you, then they're just going to keep talking to you nice. If they decided that you're a full-blown op, then their next job is to be able to loose you, to make you feel as though no one wants you or is interested in you. Blackball you, backdoor you, whatever they have to do. It happens in this space. I could tell you who the operatives are. Right, March. It continues to escalate. Coded messages, conversations, driving by your house. You don't recognize it because you didn't know the government could do it to you. 2013. Is anything that you're reading on Twitter, anywhere else, Instagram, Facebook, is it written by a real person? The people that you follow on your social medias, can you see them on another platform? Does what they speak about match what they write? Do they keep resharing things over and over again? One of the ways that I knew that the lady on Twitter was either a troll or bot or in it was that she never posted new writings. They were older writings she had. She wasn't updating anything. She'd very often say, oh, you know, it's my cancer getting in the way. It's my this getting in the way. It's my that getting in the way. Well, to be honest, if it's something that's really important to you, something that you want to do, like your writing career, I'm trying to understand. Your line in the sand. I'm saying, you know what, even though I have these things, I'm going to take back my life and I'm going to do this anyway. Right? But no. How are you? Rather than opposed to doing that, she became a troll bully. She unleashed her following on me. Does that sound familiar to some of you? Want to know why? It's what they do. It's the tactic that they are taught to use. Tactics, plays, games, run all over social media. Now, the honest thing is it's coming to an end because our government's coming. Yes, March. Like the PayPal thing. PayPal pools, the Susus, where you get together and you pool money, and every so many months it's your turn to get the money. Yep. Scam and Psyop, right in the light of day. The government knows it's there. They don't care. They know that those who are most known for romantic scams are Nigerians. Do they tell anybody? Nah. You might get a blip or a warning. Like, listen, let's talk about these folks who went to Mexico. Y'all do know that it's spring break. Let's just call March a spring break, okay? So it's spring break. Some people go to Florida. Some people go to California. Some people go to Mexico. You go to Mexico, and what do you do there? It ain't like Vegas, baby. What you do in Mexico, don't stay in Mexico, that's for sure. You may not make it out. The government does give warnings. They put them up in, like, on embassy websites and shit. But real Americans, are they listening? Are they checking? Or are they just going for the experience? I watched another video about this lady who got caught up in a romantic scam, and she's stuck in a Russian prison, y'all. He took all of her money, and then for whatever reason, he told her to go to damn Ethiopia. And from Ethiopia, he sent her to Hong Kong with drugs on a dress. She thought he loved her. You know, I think that the young gentleman who is doing this piece may have spoken about that book by Edward Bernays. It's one of two that I think he mentioned from him that are really about psychological warfare and what our government is. Jesus freaking Pete. My nose is so sensitive. Like I can't. I feel like you took a shower and then doused your body and whatever the fuck that is. Lord of mercy. Ironically, you guys, it is raining back there in the mountains and I can see it. I don't feel it too badly, which is fantastic. Hit the link. Buy your girl some more cannabis. It's the end of the week. Medicine is not cheap or free, although I was messy online earlier with somebody. You say, I don't have the other one dark. Yeah, March, it's not a long video. It's an hour and 11 minutes, and he did an excellent job of condensing the information down and speaking in a very human way. Here, I'll play a bit more, but you should go and make sure that you finish listening to it, March, because it's worth it.
And it disseminates from there to the battlefield commanders who take up the mission and run.
Actually, instead of going from there, though, what I want to do is move forward a bit. Let's see. Let's go right here to the 50-minute mark. March, ta-da.
It's really complex. And let me take a minute to talk about algorithms. We're living in a world that history has never seen before, where computers sometimes know more about us than we do. And what has historically limited this has been our lack of understanding of biology and our lack of ability to collect huge amounts of data on people. But today we've overcome these obstacles, and so algorithms and AI are now hard at work learning everything about you. I'll give you
perfect timing.
I've really been
50-minute mark.
into Yuval Noah Harari lately. He wrote these amazing books, Sapiens and 21 Lessons for a 21st Century, and listening to him talk about algorithms is so fascinating. Here's Yuval.
I was 21 when I finally realized that I was gay. I mean, it should have been obvious at age, 16, 15. And an algorithm would have realized it very quickly. And you can build algorithms like that today or in a few years. You just need to follow your eye movements. Like you go on the beach, or you look at the computer screen and you see an attractive guy and an attractive girl, and just follow the focus of the eyes. Where do the eyes go and whom do they focus on? It's very easy. And such an algorithm could have told when I was 15 that I was gay. And the implications...
Was that unsettling to anybody or me? First of all, as a parent, I say you should be able to see it too. If you were actually invested in the people around you, you'd be able to tell without hesitation who's straight, who's gay, who's different. But no, we're not. We're self involved, self-absorbed, unaware, so to speak. And so something that an algorithm could pick up easily, we couldn't determine in ourselves at all, is what this man was saying. It took an AI, an algorithm would have easily figured out that he was queer in his teens rather than waiting till his 30s. It happens here too. One of the reasons that your numbers don't look right is because when people stop actively watching, actively engaging with your content, their device signals something, right? It's known. If you notice, do you guys, this one does it, and a lot of, most of the newer equipment, and especially Apple has body tracking, eye tracking. What's that retina thingy, right? That's the ability to, on your tablet, your laptop, whatever it is, can watch your eye movements while you're doing something else. So that means, guys, by the way, those of you who leave your camera open while you're doing March, no offense, most Americans can't actually read. Most Americans do not read to consume the information in its entirety. Most Americans read to get the basics. They're just like quick, quick, quick. It's almost like they look for the sight words and nothing else. They don't read the entire document. They don't even read entire pages of anything anymore. But you're correct. They certainly cannot read a room. So when you talk about this psychological warfare against you, your ability, your people's inability. Hey, March, test it. From time to time, you should be able to recognize it, to be able to notice what's happening. And I don't know if T-Mobile specifically got in bed with Russians or just that T-Mobile was easily hacked by them. But if you ever look from time to time, it may not happen anymore, but sometimes, like I remember seeing it. I remember the day that I saw my Gardenscapes game in Russian. I was like, oh, somebody done messed up the church money. It's not me, but I'm gonna back the hell up out of that ish. I'm back the hell up out of it. So those games, they track your eye movement, they track your speed, they track your critical thinking and your reasoning. Because think about it. Dang it, I wish I had a thing. This tech was talked about years ago. Some was developed at Harvard and MIT. One was called personality tracking software. Casino used this and churches along with many. Yes, Von Erich. But did you know this is what the result would be? Or its original intended purpose was to separate people. Uh-oh, wind's picking up, child. Hold on, Von Erich. Medium winds. It looks like there's a little smoke in the air. That's weird. Must have been a car. Oh, it's considering storming, but I don't know if it's gonna get down here. Yeah, March. If you look at Cambridge Analytica, right, allegedly. and the young man mentions it in this documentary. Again, the content creator's name is Jack Rysider. The title of the video is "Here's How the U.S. Military Hacks People's Brains: Darknet Diaries." And yeah, I would have, but I ain't gonna. Anybody else? But anyway, so Cambridge Analytica, right? All of the things dealing with the voting machines and voting irregularities in 2016, the stuff in 2018. We're getting ready to come up on another election year. Now that you're aware, though, will you think twice? See, the thing is what they really wanted was for people not to think twice about their politics. I'm a Democrat. I'm just going to vote Democratic. Across the ticket, or Democrat across the ticket. I'm a Republican. I'm just going to vote Republican. But these things, they're just labels. They don't mean nothing. All them people is working together. Oh yeah, March. It's here yet. They don't know what they're doing with it yet, and so people still have a chance. They still don't understand their AI, their algorithm, like they're training it, it's training them. It's this ping pong back and forth kind of thing, right? Not there yet. So now while people can be fully aware, people have to be aware though, right? We got to start talking about it. Skynet, Cybernet, Internet. Cybernet, Skynet, Internet. Cybernet, Internet, Skynet. What's Cybernet? The military version of the Internet. Who needed to communicate with whom all across the globe first? The government. And you get a windfall. Now let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it, because today we're not going to do the whole video. We might go back to it again, a time or two actually. But let's just talk about this one other thing. He said that it's I told you that it's trends. He says that it's words. It's in your algorithm, right? So imagine all of the black Americans sharing themselves on YouTube. What's that doing to their algorithm? What is their psychological profile? Each one of you out here running your fucking mouths. Oh, baby. Don't think that because you're not vlogging, they're not watching. You're mistaken. Not I. I know full well they like to make a psychological profile around my beautiful black ass. Oh, baby, but they get it twisted every time. I'm different. You, on the other hand, you so regular American Negro, they got you on the first motherfucking try. That's why you motherfuckers sold out, bent the knee for 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and pennies on the motherfucking dollar for what you do all day with your time. And in the meantime, they reading you left, right, and sideways, 6 days to Sunday. Y'all are dim. And they want you to stay that way. Those CCs, whom you notice never change their talking points, whom you notice even if they change their talking points, they don't seem to really give a damn about you, because they don't. They want your click, your view, your dollar, and your data. They don't care how they get it. Indeed, March, think about it. Y'all so busy worried about what woman's doing this, what man's doing that, celebrity-wise, or right, what the beef sector got going on. Y'all gives a damn about everything. And I don't mean you specifically, March, you understand that. I mean y'all, the general public. The general public. Do you really care about the war in Ukraine? No, but they tell you about it a lot. Why? Misdirection. They want to see how long they can keep you on it. Can they keep you on? No, they can't? Okay, well, what can they keep you on? They can keep you watching black people talking shit to one another for hours on end. Why? Do y'all really dislike each other so much? Are you thirsty for someone else to have a much worse life than you? So much so that you're willing to let them do this to you. Oh, don't think that just because you're sitting in the clouds watching, they're not clocking you too. They're clocking everybody. The content creator, the panelist, the chat, how things move. It's all still a learning experience. It's still new. It's in its infant stages. And you all need to catch a motherfucking clue before it escapes you. There's not a whole lot that they can do about me except take me out. And boy, have they been trying. But for now, I'm still doing all right. The noise level has stopped. There are far less people who are approaching me. Oh, so you all need to understand another term. So we've got Psyops. There's something called human intelligence, or human for short. Human intelligence. That's back in the day, you know, when you used to date, right? Fellow would be like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? So on and so forth. I know, right? See, you can see I gave myself a hot oil treatment and cleaned my hair. So that's why now you can see my little grays in there. I'm proud of my gray hair though. I mean, it pretty much just grows around here. Well, and we ain't gonna talk about where else. But anyway, it pretty much just grows around here. But so human intelligence, that's where people walk up and they start questioning you about who you are, where you been, where you going. At first you don't even recognize it. But again, that's how that lady got caught up in the romantic scam. So the whole point of this, and we've been here for almost 45 minutes. It's 2:06 in the desert, or 14:06, not y'all. right? Is it 14? I don't know, you guys. Sometimes this tablet doesn't act right, so it could be 3 instead of 2. But I want you to keep this in mind, guys. Please, just it's not to make you paranoid. It's not to make you think you can't live your life. It's just an understanding that military folks had living on base. Okay, so if it's 16 where you are, then it is 14 here. Wait a minute. Dang it, Von Erich. I guess I'll go get my phone for you. Parchew. Yes, I will get my phone for you. I'll be right back. You know what? Here, let's play some music for y'all. We ain't done that in a minute. Hey, here we go. Rest in love to QB. Heard. Oh, you know what? The phone's in my pocket, Tadar. And the right one. Look at God, Von Erich. You're right. It is 1408 in the desert. You guys, Mr. Harris is live right now. That is Mr. He Said. He's doing Cerebro Saturdays. The topic is who's teaching your children? And because you said your beard's gray, March. Okay now. Not too much. Is it a lot? Listen, y'all. First of all, can we talk a little bit of shit? I'm talking a little bit of shit. Hey, man, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, dude. But can we just talk about the fact that I know maybe y'all don't watch it, but is it just me or did Angry Man dye his fucking beard? Is that not a little bit weird? I mean, my daddy did it, but like my dad had to dye his beard. I mean, my dad dyed his beard when he didn't want to look 60. My father has to let his gray go show so people will know that he's damn near 70 years old. Angry Man, homie. Die or no die, you look like you pushing 50, homie. So what the fuck? Bill, what are y'all fellas doing out here? No offense, no offense. Listen. Do what you want to do. But seriously, like, I love the just be y'all, man. Don't start doing what these women are doing. We got enough cloak and dagger chicks as it is out here. We don't need the dudes doing it too. Who that? Oh, the Angry Man. He's a content creator here on YouTube, Von Erich. But so you'd have to look like I say, go look at a clip from like 3 weeks ago, and look at a clip from like last night or 2. He had this really nice reddish thing happening, and then I see him the next day and it's all black and shit. I'm like, dude, no one can grow a beard like you. Like literally his beard's got this great color to it, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe that was the dyeing and his beard's actually black. I don't know. Yeah, easily March. I would say so. Yeah, the civilian population can't stay 50 years behind the military because, I'm going to say this just because, to be messy, the Galactic Federation don't give a freak about how far behind the civilian population is. Around the globe, no one gives a damn about the civilian population, right? And I don't know why we think we're the only ones out this motherfucker. So the ones up there don't give a damn about the civilians. They give about the ones in charge. Or they think is running shit, whatever you want to call it. March, so you do know a March. Tell me I'm not wrong. He did. I'm not. Listen, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all. And while we own it. And hey, I don't give a damn what you say. The only thing y'all motherfuckers have ever had to say about me is I'm missing my fucking teeth and I smoke weed. Bitch, keep playing. You ain't got shit the fuck else. You know why? Because I'm the baddest motherfucker out here. But let me talk about this. Little podcast. Oh my God, dude. You done got so goddamn fat. You are literally... If Lil Podcast hadn't turned into a bitch on welfare, I don't know who the fuck did. Let me talk about it. When the man came into the space, he didn't look like that. His face all goddamn round and swole, pie-faced, just pie-faced as shit, right? You got this belly. It jiggled like a bowl of jelly. How old are you? What the hell? What happened to y'all? Y'all told you? They are taking their final forms. His platform used to be, I seen your little podcast, and I think now it's I seen your not so little podcast or something like that. I don't know. It came up. I see them every now and then. I actually don't even see them on their channels. I saw them on like other people's shit. I don't watch them. They don't watch me. They don't support me. They steal from me, so they do watch me. Now let me get to lying. Hopefully they've gotten better about not stealing from me. They steal from the people who steal from me, so what that is, I don't know. But anyway, not important. Doesn't even matter. I just am shocked at these people. I'm lost too, Von Eric. I am lost at the fact that these people are accepting not being who they are. The Galactic Federation of Light. Nah, I just think each of these people is taking on their final boss form. Over 4.5 million go to prevent interdimensional dark forces from dominating and exploiting this galaxy. Oh, okay. Well, okay then. Well, y'all should know that there are beings out here who are pissed because really, I want to say Americans, but we as a nation, people, it seems, have been fucking up some shit. I know, March. I mean, I hear of it in passing and things, but no, I did not know that the Galactic Federation was like a thingy thing. But March, if you look at all of the things that I've been showing you lately, they're trying to tell you that they out here. Spirit trying to tell you that they out here too, I guess. Spirit is saying that the Psyops is interfering with the ability to communicate directly with you. People, humans. Spirit say I'm different too. Spirit says I'm not one of you, but I listen. I'm here. I'm in this body. I got a human experience. I just deal with that. I don't go that far. My Spirit says I should. But anyway. That could be the ultimate misdirection, March. Y'all, there's no way for me to make this up. And I don't know if I could take a picture to show you, but I swear there's a little space over here. It looks like some fallopian tubes. I see the weirdest shit in the sky, y'all. Nope, I'm not going to be able to zoom in enough. I need a camera. Y'all. Never mind. That's why. I speak true to the people who are going to listen. The other people, the civilians, I mean, the rest of them, it's going to be a little longer, but they're going to listen soon. They're going to have no choice. Ew! You guys, you can literally see the pollen falling off the damn tree. Look! Do y'all see that? Of course, as soon as I turn it around, it stops happening. As the wind blows, the pollen is like literally just falling off of the tree. Asking for all the allergies, all the cooties. And remember, around here, we have valley fever. It's a thing all its own. Patty B carrying 2 drawers at a time. The who? March, who are they? Y'all, what is March saying to me? You know what, Patty B? I'm not playing with you anymore.
Oh no, these drawers fell out.
Oh.
Look at that. I slammed it on the ground.
Oh no.
It's okay, I got paid attention.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
No, you're fine, Patty B.
He's gonna, Mike's gonna
The Pleiadians. The 7 daughters of the pre-Olympian Titan. I think it's ironic that we think that these people look like cauliflower people. March, when you how does that sit with you? When you see that they believe that all of the whatever is up there look more like cauliflower folks than like us. I think that's the scuttlebutt. I'm pretty sure that's why the Federation is like, well, what the hell is up? We might be light beings, but we not beings. You dig? Imagine that there's like a traffic jam right around the Galactic Federation base where all these like spirits March, what you mean play nice? I done did a video about Psyops and these people have been psychologically attacking me, but you want me to play nice? March, y'all understand? See? That's that human shit. I personally would like to throw a thunderbolt into the crack of that Nara. But you say play nice. Do you see what these people have done to you? Who's us? Them cauliflower. They not us. They not us. I remember being up there speaking to the big homie. He was like, they ain't us. The hell is they doing over here? I remember telling the big homie, them not my children, them not my children, they ain't of me. I remember this. It wasn't a dream. This is when I died. This is when I was keeping me alive. In and out of consciousness. Keeping myself together. Keeping my heart going. My brain was like, we are not dying this week. This was more than a dark night of the soul ritual. I died. People tried to kill me because I can explain to you unfettered psychological warfare. Ooh, Patty B. She'd be out here acting like she the strongest stuff. Listen, March, she get up here on this ladder knowing she ain't got no business. That's all. Somebody. I won't beat up nobody's grandmama. I'll fuss at Patty B though. Patty B, you know better. Patty B. All you gotta do is call me, and then she go and pick that monstrosity from down the way. His wife tried to do magic on me. No shit, no bullshit. I cannot make it up. This broad walked out of her house over to an apartment where I was with this little thing, and she started crying. I was like, bitch, I will fuck you up. Yeah, you gonna have to make me believe that, March. They got them colored wrong. I don't care what you say. That what Spirit say. Spirit say y'all got this ish after. It's a legacy, a records thing. You understand the Akashic records then, March, if you understand these other things that I don't. You understand that certain people are supposed to go and certain people aren't. And so the name that you've given them, the imagery, either the name and the imagery are wrong, or the imagery is wrong and the name is correct. And Spirit's not giving me an answer on it. Because here's the thing about it, March. One thing that can be true is just because they are not of me does not mean that they are not of someone else. Some other line that is able to go. Do you understand? They're just not meant to go with us. Does that make sense? They're not meant to go with me specifically. Right, like Jesus. Not everybody was going with Jesus. We came back, right? We'll leave again. Everybody ain't going when he go. But when he be like, hey, y'all, the second coming, what up, homie? How you feeling? Everybody don't get to go, right, March? Yeah, so maybe there's a Pleiadian JP, and they can go with them. Or a Phoenician JP that they go with. But this JP, me, they can't go with me. And Spirit says, I am the second coming. So, I say, let's get this show on the goddamn road. Y'all think I'm supposed to say gosh dang road? We not talking this ain't we ain't talking about that kind of God. That's the thing about it. We're talking about the Most High, the Creator, not traders, not those who would bait people into a false reality. It's bad enough that people have to walk in the reality in which they do, but when you bait them into a false reality, something that both you and they know is untrue, and yet you do it because misdirection. You want all the attention. You want to keep them from going because you can't go. Idolatry. Many, many people today, and because of the way that this space is made, the social media thing, are practicing idolatry. Unwittingly, while the holders of many, many platforms know. They want to be the chief idol. Or idolater, even. Yeah. So, March, as a Christian, I'd love to talk to you. Let's just ask this question really quick. What are your thoughts on the idea that King James understood witchcraft to be a real thing in his time? I mean, basically, is it not all craft? It's all creation. You can craft for positive or you can craft for negative. You can create creative content that's positive or creative content that's negative. You can create content that's in the middle. You can create content that, you don't understand? But if those who compiled the data that people believe in today believed in and understood witchcraft, why don't the believers of those books? The craft in the books is obviously overlooked. There's sacrifices all over the place, all kinds of things. But diagnosing you with an illness is no different than than a spiritual binding. Until you work your way through it and understand that it's just a part of who your human existence, it'll consume you. Hey, Sister Ine, baby, how's your spirit? Ooh. There's about to be an atmospheric pressure change, but not yet. It should take a little bit longer, I think. Psyops can even be atmospheric. And in the spirit as much as physically. I mean, basically, your thoughts are a spiritual thing. They're not popping out nowhere, so to speak. The truth of the matter is, you can think things into existence. Did he? I thought that to be a true thing, March, yet I couldn't remember. And I try not to say things I'm not entirely sure of, so to speak. Okay, it's time to get a little chilly. So what's going on, Lunch Fairy? How's your spirit? Did you get your smoothie? Oh. How have you guys been sleeping, by the way? Dude, seriously? Since we figured out that the giant baby was teething, it's been so quiet. I mean, super quiet. I done slept late, for me anyway, a few times recently. I'm so thankful for the peace and quiet. It reminds me of when I first moved over here. Which I guess means that's before the terrorists found me, maybe. You did get your smoothie this morning. Oh, that's why you just now coming. You've been asleep all day too. You got a smoothie early this morning. I'm teasing. I actually haven't been watching things that I normally watch, or people, or whatever. So, well, I should say, I'm back at the point where I'm watching more research things than watching my enemies. I mean, I know it's deep, March. And if you would just go on ahead and bring your tail to Tucson, I got a chair right here with your name on it. There's some chicken in the refrigerator. Hey, John, how's your spirit? Look at you with getting the long, flowy locks. What's happening, John?
I don't have my hat on, man.
Oh, but you look lovely, though. What is that, like suave pearl? I'm continuing. Maybe. It's got like is it Kenny Loggins thing going on? Kenny Rogers kind of look. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. That's what matters. Listen, John, we do things for y'all that we don't like either. Just give it a couple more weeks and see how you feel. How about that? Have a good one. Well, yeah, definitely too much to type. But March, if you and Vaughn and Ine gonna get in the car today, pick up MJ, y'all could be here by Monday, Tuesday at the latest, and we could just sit down and have these conversations. I don't understand why y'all keep playing with me. Y'all know y'all don't want to be where the hell y'all is. The weather's all weird and shit. At least y'all see I'm sitting out here. Come on, y'all. Give me some hope. And if you ain't gonna show up, hit the link and buy me some weed. I enjoy my peace. I enjoy my community. It's growing. People around here are smiling and happy. I hurt a lot less right now. Some of that has to do with the temperature and so on. But things are progressing for the better. When my financial situation improves, I am going to start exploring Tucson again, and then I'm going to be ready to make that move. Hopefully, no, I'm pretty sure, prayerfully, Allah willing, that I will have the foundation things at least set in place. And then I can begin to do what I need to do as far as networking around the states and around the globe. Really, March? So, I guess I suppose, is it because the craft involves, some forms of witchcraft involve idolatry? There's something known, and March, I guess that's my other question. Did you get into light work, or was it for you, like, was it the difference between light and dark work, or was it specifically that you found you were drawn to the darker side of things? See, these are my curiosities, y'all. Like, I want to know what's beyond the galaxy. I know there's something beyond our globe, our universe. What's beyond our galaxy? As far as I'm concerned, it's where I'm supposed to be. If in those mountains over there, there's Egyptian symbols, those things, doesn't that mean that we had the ability to explore this globe a long time ago? Sometimes I wonder, and this is just me contemplating, what if the mountains and some of these things formed over or around hidden things with hieroglyphs? You stopped because you were pulled more towards the darkness, March. That's a fair understanding. I was listening to Conscious TV, and he was when we were on Rashawn's channel. Shout out to you, Butterscotch Bear and crew. Appreciate you. And Conscious mentioned doing ayahuasca. Now, it's one of those things that I'm just not sure about. That's me. Because you have to be in the right frame of mind and with the right people, March. And that's one of the things about light work, dark, or spiritual work, as it were. I do not believe nor do I say that it is dark or light. That is us. When we cannot balance us, when our equilibrium is off, our mind, body, and spirit, when that's out of alignment, then we tend to be pulled towards darker things. No worries, Sister Ine. It's okay. When we're spiritually aligned in our bodies, we can be more spiritually attuned, less likely to move on our emotions and do what would be considered dark things. I mean, but when you say that, March, that's where the enemy lurks. The enemy lurks there because you see them hiding there, for lack of a better way of putting it. Guys, please hit the likes and thank you for hitting the poll. So some of you have experienced some type of psyops. One thing that I did not fathom was that the government would be using craft. So, and March, I'm going to say this to you because you're a Christian. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No enemy, right? So there can be no enemy behind any door, in my opinion. When you trust and believe in the Most High. We have this habit of believing that we as human beings have some authority. And yeah, you do. It's free will. Yet, do you really have authority over your life? Or do you simply have autonomy, like the ability to move freely? Are you the ultimate authority over your life? And if you are the ultimate authority over your life, would you give it up to your Creator to achieve something greater than authority over your own life? See, you all say yes, yet Spirit's telling me you have something nagging, lurking, an enemy. Spiritually, it could be in you, which would make it an incubus, or outside of you, which would make it a succubus. See, that's the thing about it. Like, I know where my food is going to come from now because the Creator did something. I don't know where I'm going to be staying on April 1st because I don't know. I listen to my Creator. I'm told to move and I move. I'm told to do and I do. The things that we argue about are like, bro, seriously, I've been on YouTube 3 times today. These people don't need me that way. Right? Stuff like that. It's these little tests of faith. You're going to take a trust fall with your ancestors and a trust fall with God. We people have to be able to let go of it all. Step out on fear until faith kicks in. Come on, Father, seriously? I'm stepping out on faith here. The faith that even though I do not know where my next meal is going to come from, I'm going to eat. I have faith that you're going to feed me. I do not fear being hungry. If I'm hungry, it is for a short time because you have provided the things to nourish me. I simply need to get to where they are. If you provided them for me and they are in my sight, in my grasp, it is my job to reach out for, grab a hold, and do what I've been told. But we are afraid. Right, March? Y'all need to take a road trip. I've been trying to tell you. Your free will has been corrupted by the government and their psyops. Ta-da, welcome to the hour 20 mark, and here we are, bringing it all the chickens home to roost. In time for March to get his chicken and rice and me to go inside and cook me some shrimp and something. Don't worry, Von Erich. We got some beef in there with your name on it. Sister Ine, I got some Southern Butter Pecan coffee creamer, and I'll work on it. I'll find you. And some fruits and berries. We'll make you a smoothie that doesn't have ice cream, but it's still butter pecan, ta-da! Right, Von Erich. He's Von Erich, the cleric. Y'all done seen me. I haven't really smoked. This is me. This is me, y'all. Seriously, like, hey, look, there's a hummingbird. And it's off again. This is me in all of my goofy glory. So when it comes to writing a psychological profile, there pretty much ain't one. Silly, goofy, that thing. It is 14:44 in the desert. And about a good time for you, girl, to hit 14:44 and 1 hour and 22 minutes and 22 seconds. That's pretty neat. For synchronicity, that's super cool, actually. That is a pretty car, dude. Like, the color of this vehicle, I can't tell what make it is, because it's just a side view of a rather but the color of it is gorgeous. Yes, Von Erich and March. Hey, y'all, have you all started working on your chicken dishes? Anybody? Who's going to be the first? Send it to the Facebook group. The link is right there. Send me, gentlemen, the Men of March calendar. Okay, that's what we're doing. Men of March chicken. I don't want to say the chicken Men of March, because then that sounds like y'all are scared of shit. But what I'm saying is chicken dishes in March cooked by men. What do we call it? I'm still working it out in my head. I don't know. But yes, by the time y'all get here, we might have an answer. Y'all can even use my kitchen to cook your chicken. Don't forget, you got to make your recipe in a video, and then you got you send me the video, and then you send me the video, and then I will send you the email. You email me the recipe, and then we'll try it. Gremlins want to catch that. Listen, March, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. It's a hummingbird in this space that I wish somebody would catch soon too. I mean, it's coming true, and he's like the type he snitch on everybody. I ain't gonna front. Like, if you hate your people because they stole from you, you seem like the type who snitch. That's just my opinion, my 2 cents on it. We've been here for an hour and 24 minutes. We have 20 left on this tablet. So either we'll be out of here in 6 minutes or 20. One of the two. We'll see. Yes, I could plug this tablet up, but I don't want to. So I think that I am going to have. I bought this Asian chopped salad kit. Thank you, Bonnie. I mean March. Thank you, March. um, I bought this Asian chopped salad kit, and I have some shrimp. I think that I'm going to bread and fry the shrimp because well, I mean, there's the crispy texture of the other stuff, though. I did buy bread, so I could just make toast. Or I could serve it over rice because I have some brown jasmine rice that I cooked for March's chorizo chicken wings. Oh, man. When does something become leftovers? Does it have to be like 24 or 48 hours? Or what's the leftover requirement? Like, I made 10 chorizo chicken wings. I ate 5 yesterday. I might eat 5 tomorrow. They leftovers then? I suppose they're definitely leftovers tomorrow. Will I eat them today? They're still leftovers? If I cook them early in the morning and I eat them throughout the day, is it leftover at some point throughout the day? Mark, what is it with you and... Is that your Holy Trinity, March? Salt, pepper, and garlic powder? What was her name? Wasn't that Paula Dean? I mean, she really thought she was a shit. She was like, yeah, this is my house seasoning, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Girl, bye. You and every other Southern granny. Every other Southern granny got seasoned salt, celery salt, all kinds of other things. You want to do salt, pepper, and garlic powder and think you did something amazing. Girl, please. I know. I am a culinary mess. A culinary messian. Oh yeah, that was after I died. You guys, it's been such a long ride, so to speak. Roller coaster, even. All right, Bobby, I got you, but we're gonna play roller coasters. Yeah, March? Are you gonna try it? I think eventually I'm going to make a sweet potato biscuit recipe that calls for molasses. I just don't keep molasses the way that I should. Oh, pardon me. Hey, Patty B. Can I bum some Motrin from you? Motrin, ibuprofen if you got it. Sweet, I'll grab your milk. I'll be right back, you guys. Might as well handle this while I'm outside. With paprika, ooh. You know paprika doesn't nothing but color things, March, but go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
You shouldn't have said in that fight roller coasters. It's like meeting God with a kite in your left hand. String still twisted around your forefinger. Right hand still gripping the safety rail. There's this moment when you feel like you're in an ocean of your butterflies. This is the moment when you get free and you let your arms fly. It's the fireflies and the butterflies. Batting in my stomach, and I'm between their wings, scared to fly, and they come down. They come ready now, getting back in line. This is the instant you let go, and you let your fingers fly. Hey, you're flying now. How does it feel to beat the wind? You're at the zenith. There are nothing but tears, freedom, and fear
Larry,
in your
let
right
me ask you
hand
to
now.
say hi.
Time
There
to
you go.
throw
Say
it
hi
in
to
the
Larry,
sky
guys.
now. Time to drown in your own thrill. Riding a roller coaster is like losing your breath and finding it in your will. You're jumping on the back of your fears and you're taking them for a ride. You're seeing yourself when you were 5 and surreal. It's the things that you grab and hold on to for a while.
Thank you.
You're getting ready for the drive. Hey, if you're too busy riding your fears, to remember you're afraid of heights.
All right, you guys.
And the fireflies.
Me and Larry here. I think what we gonna do is we're gonna go inside and make us a shrimp dish. Listen, y'all. It's true. Oh, you may not be able to hear me. Hold on. And she almost hit dude's car. I wish. Hey, I just saw an owl. Yo, that's some trippy-ish. Anyway. I hear them more often than I see them, but anyway. That's too funny. All right, I am about to get myself inside. Like I said, I'm 47 and some change, y'all. But when it comes to being a girl, I'm definitely a girl. Von Eric, she's mad because we gremlins can cook, but we don't. Yeah, y'all don't clean a mother sucking. If y'all could just listen, I'll do the dishes if y'all cook. But y'all go, listen, realistically, I shouldn't have to. If I can clean as I go, y'all can too. Y'all be making all kinds of mess. Shout out to Luna. She came through. I think that was this morning or was it last night? I don't know. Anyway, shout out to Luna. It was yesterday. What the hell? I haven't live streamed. This is the only stream. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the only stream I've done today. I'm look, oh, poor fat bastard got a problem with his leg and his hip. Oh, that shit looks terrible. Oh, yo, have y'all seen this? Okay, I don't know if it's here in the States. We're gonna get out of here for real though. I don't know if it's here in the States, but apparently in Australia, MRSA is just hitting on regular people and shit. You know how back in the day they used to say that people had bad humors? And then you talk about sprites and fairies and things. MRSA is just passed through touch. So what if in reality, cooties are spirits in disguise? Exactly, March. Y'all stay over there at Dory's making all that mess and ish. You come over here, you get your plate, you take your ass back to Dory's. You come over here, you get a meal and some stories, you go on back to Dory's with that madness. I can't do it. And it is March Madness too. I'm gonna play our song real quick, Larry. Hold on, Larry, I can't find it. Larry, where is it? We was singing in the store and everything. We're gonna have to search it out. There it goes. Man, y'all, I listen to this song so much. I've got the tempo down. I can walk. I really can. I be singing and dancing through the store, down the street. I have got this timed out. I could maybe even make a music video to this shit. All right, y'all, seriously. Me and Larry need to get out of here. This battery is going to die soon. It's got 8 minutes left on it, and I be feeling bad when I leave y'all without hugs and kisses and loves and shit. Noise pollution, psychological warfare. Get used to it. Thank you to March, Von Erich, Sister Ine. Uh-oh. Did I miss anybody? No, I don't think so. Ta-da! Thank you to everybody who'll catch this on the replay, whatever it is. I appreciate you. Don't forget, YouTube chooses to block this somewhere between 2 and 8 hours usually. Nah, I'm not working on doing anything about it anymore. This is my new floor. How about you? Keep your spirit up. Me and Lair will see you in the streams. I don't have nothing for you to tear up, March. I need you to clean things, fix things, organize things. Tearing is so 2022. Peace, y'all. Mwah. We love you. Peace.